Hey, everybody, welcome back to another film review. This time we're going to be looking at the offensive game plan, the offensive play from the quarterback, the play calls, the whole 9 yards in this recent victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Tennessee Titans, 20-16, in a game where I felt that the quarterback play was way below the line. This was a game I was at. I saw it on the field. Going back through the tape, it's worse on the tape. I know a lot of folks have been calling for Canada's head, but maybe perhaps the playbook's been limited not because of Canada, but because of the skill and the ability of the quarterback. And I'll show you guys here why. Now, I do understand that Kenny Pickett's dealing with some rib injury, and that may be affecting his throws, but the decision making, that's an issue there as well. And he's had some inaccurate throws prior to the rib. So let's break it down. So you have the receiver in motion, Allen Robinson. That nobody's following. That kind of tells you that this is going to be in zone. Now the inside linebacker there, who is I have pointed towards Jalen Warren. I don't know if he's doing something wrong or if he's playing man and everybody else is playing zone. But he leaves this spot, which leaves this area right here open for Allen Robinson. And in my opinion, I think this play was designed to go behind him, Connor Hayward. So Allen Robinson's about to run in front. As you can see, the middle linebacker is following number 2 for the Tennessee Titans, is following Jalen Warren. And Jalen's in a protection, but then he's going to kind of bounce out to a route. But he's just going to leave that open area there for Allen Robinson. At the top of the screen between the 30 and the 40, you have Connor Hayward kind of coming open right here. He's about to come open in the middle. In my opinion, I think this middle linebacker missed the read here. And had he not been, playing zone in the area open where Allen Robinson is running to, this play should have been thrown to Hayward. In fact, even though Allen is running open underneath, Hayward is coming open over the top. And I think this play was designed to go there. Kenny does a nice job of putting the ball on his inside shoulder for Allen Robinson. That way he doesn't lead him into trouble there with the cornerback on the outside. Protection looks solid. Broderick Jones looks great. Ball placed on the inside shoulder. Protects him from the cornerback. Good throw overall, just a bad decision. So on this play, you're going to have a deep comeback from Deontay Johnson at the top of the screen. You're having what I think is man coverage with the middle linebacker underneath in case the receiver cuts it underneath. There's a lot of cushion given there. So you have these 2 cornerbacks up top playing deep, and you have the inside linebacker down underneath in case it's thrown under. And in this play, Pickett just overthrows Deontay Johnson. He's wide open. This should be a completion. This is a routine throw that any NFL quarterback should make. I mean, you have a wide open area between the linemen there. There's a path to throw the ball pointing directly towards Deontay Johnson. There is no pressure around him. And just let it sail. It just sails on him. Can't get an idea of what the protection looked like. Then looks good. Just kind of sails on him. So on this next play, there's an open receiver coming open, but unfortunately for Kenny Pickett, he kind of just reverts to some of the things that he's done previously where he exits the pocket when he doesn't need to. And he had a wide open George Pickens at the top of the screen, which would be the route highlighted in green. As you can see, he's coming wide open right here. Kenny Pickett is looking in that direction. However, if you notice where Kenny Pickett is at, he's about to come into some high pressure. He's in the 50, and it appears that he's going to come under pressure, and he's going to move out of the way and make something good happen out of nothing. But in reality, he put himself in that position, and you'll be able to see that from the next view. Now, this was 2nd down and long, and the Steelers ended up getting majority of the yards and would get a 1st down, but this could have gone for bigger yards. Watch this. So right here, Kenny Pickett starting to drift off to the left. There's a clean pocket right here for him to stay in. He's drifting off into where the defensive players are going to come and have access to him. Had he stayed where he was at, he would have had a clean pocket, a better time to throw, and maybe perhaps he would have seen the receiver coming open, George Pickens, who understandably was frustrated after this game. He does do a good job of making those defensive players miss, and Deontay Johnson gets a good amount of yards after the catch, but that's not where the play was designed. On this play, though, this is where Kenny Pickett, he has some flashes, and this is an out route to Deontay Johnson. His route is highlighted in green. It's going to be there, and Kenny's going to put it on him. It's going to be a good throw. This looks like, all right, maybe he can be an NFL quarterback, but this type of play is actually happening a lot less than the bad plays. The bad plays are starting to overcome the good ones. Good protection. Time to throw. Right in front of Terrell Edmonds. Placement's good. Let me see when he throws the ball. I want to see if he's throwing it on the break. All right, so Deontay's already breaking, and he throws it just after. It's all right. It's I would prefer him to throw it just a tad bit sooner, but that's kind of being ticky tacky in my opinion. The Steelers would score a touchdown on the next play. But here we go, and this is the next drive where Kenny Pickett again just does not throw the ball accurately. So on this play, you're going to have George Pickens come under, and he's going to cross in front of Kenny Pickett, very short to the line of scrimmage. This is the defensive player that is going to be covering him is going to be trailing him by some amount. The arrow in green is not a route. That is where the ball should be going. However, the ball just kind of sails on him. And the unfortunate thing about this play is that George Pickens had like space. As you can see, if he throws it here, which this is wide open, the only player that is noticing where the ball is going and starting to make a beeline for the tackle is Terrell Edmonds, who's out there by the 50-yard line, basically in the logo. He's the only one that sees this happening outside of the defensive back trailing George Pickens. And as you can see, he's trailing him for a good bit. This is college open, and he just overthrows him. And you can see the frustration on George Pickens. He's already upset. He's been open a few times. The ball ain't going towards him. And when it is, it's just not a good ball. You'll be able to see it from this angle a lot better. This is also the angle that I was looking at from the field. Just look at the placement of the ball. Like, I don't get it. And the arm problems continue, whether it's underthrow or overthrow. You have man coverage on Calvin Austin with a middle linebacker, and Pickett just underthrows him and allows the middle linebacker to come in and make a play. This should have been another touchdown. A lot of plays are left on the field. Now, I understand that Pickett's in a little bit of pressure here, but he's an NFL quarterback. He wasn't hit as he was throwing the ball. You can see the spiral on the ball. It's just a lack of strength. In today's NFL, the NFL quarterbacks, because the defenses are so good around them, they're not going to have the cleanness of pocket all the time to make some difficult throws. They're going to have to make some off balance throws, back foot throws, sidearm throws to get the ball around some people. And when you lack the talent in the arm department, like Kenny Pickett does, it just really handicaps your offense. So you got motion on this play here. You see that you have probably man coverage. What's going to happen here is you're going to have two routes, pretty identical. They're going to go up and then kind of post in, and you're going to have the tight end go up and do a post as well. Now, the tight end, Connor Hayward, he's going to pull the safety and the slot cornerback / middle linebacker with him to the inside. And because of the position of the cornerbacks on the outside of the receivers, this is going to leave a pretty good hole for Allen Robinson, the routing green, who is going right in the middle of that open area. And Kenny just one-hops it. But why did he one-hop it? Let's go back just a second. Let's look at Kenny's base first, right here. Look at how wide his feet were. I'm not a quarterback. I'm not a quarterback guru or any of those things, but it just didn't look right. Now, the ball is supposed to go right around here where the G is, and that would be a perfect spot for Kenny Pickett and for Allen Robinson to catch this ball. And he just kind of throws it way too low. You'll be able to see it from the other angle. Had he led his receiver and thrown it a little bit higher, this would have been another touchdown. It is what it is. See, the ball should be up here. Like it's falling down. It doesn't even reach the receiver. It one hops before it gets there. It should be up higher. It should be a little, he should be leading this receiver a little bit more towards the back of the end zone, not towards the obviously the safety that's coming in this way. If he leads him towards the back of the end zone and throws it up a little bit higher, this is a touchdown. This is a touchdown. Instead, it one hops there. Now, here's the pass that George Pickens didn't get his feet in bounds. And yes, should he have gotten his feet in bounds? 100%. I 100 believe that he had enough space to do so. But this was not a good ball. And reason being is this ball here is supposed to go to the pylon. And look at where it lands. And you can see it from the other angle, exactly where this route is running towards and where this ball should be thrown. This should be thrown at the back part of the pylon, and yet it just kind of dies out several yards before, pushing him also to the sideline, making him run backwards with his face, his eyes are facing forward, so he can't see where the sideline is behind him until he makes the catch. I don't think it was necessarily him being lazy. I think it's a possibility that, based on where he was aligned and where the ball should have been thrown, it shouldn't have been anywhere close to the sideline that far. And I just don't think he knew he was that close. George is better than that to keep his feet in bounds. So on this play here, Kenny Pickett gets lucky. And what I think he sees here is, one, there's quite a bit of cushion there. Two, as soon as the ball is snapped, the cornerback kind of goes with the receiver, just kind of leaving a lot of cushion. I think that Kenny sees that and thinks he's going to have a wide open spot there for Deontay Johnson towards the sideline. However, I don't know if he doesn't see Terrell Edmonds there. Better safety in this position maybe picks this ball off. Ball went right under his hands. So I just don't. I don't know if he doesn't see Terrell Edmonds sitting there. He makes the throw and he threads the needle. That's for sure. As you can see, the ball is under his hand. It just went right underneath of him. A better defensive back, better hands or position, at least swats this ball down. On this play here, you're going to have Deontay Johnson, the routing green, come open, and Pickett just misses the throw. Throws it behind him, throws it high to a position where he can't catch it. And it's not like that's a great place or placement of the ball. He's throwing it the outside of Deontay Johnson where the cornerback is closest to it. Watch. So the cornerback, I'd understand if he threw it up and away from the cornerback, but he's throwing it up and away towards the cornerback. So that tells me that's not purposefully, in my opinion. I think that's an error throw, an inaccurate throw, one that wasn't designed to go that high. And so another just error throw by the quarterback. It's not looking good. Watch it from the protection angle. Nope. No pressure. So this is a good play. This is the fourth quarter. This is where Kenny time comes in. This is, the 2023 version of Tim Tebow time, where fourth quarter, it just all kind of clicks together and you see some pretty good throws. What happens here in the fourth quarter for Kenny Pickett? You have man coverage at the top on Deontay Johnson. He's running a go. Pickett has to hit him over the top before the safety can get there. And he does a great job of doing that on this play. Great throw, great anticipation, great placement of the ball, no problems. Protection was there. Caught the ball in stride. Got a little bit of yards after the catch, not too much. But you can't draw this one up or throw this one any better. It just comes down to like making routine plays routinely, in my opinion. And when it comes to that factor, unless it's, the weighty moments of the end of the game, Kenny Pickett just struggles in that moment. This is the play before They scored a touchdown, obviously, at the end of the game to take the go-ahead score. However, Deontay Johnson should have had this play. This was a pass going towards Deontay, and you had your tight end and your slot receiver basically rub Deontay Johnson's defensive back player, leaving him wide open. The ball hits him in the hands. Is it a little low? Maybe, but it hits him in the hands. It's not really that low either. Hits him in the hands. That should have been a walk-in touchdown. Fortunately for Deontay, it ended up being a penalty on the defensive backs for tackling Allen Robinson in the end zone. And the Steelers get another opportunity. But that hits him in the hands. Hits him right in the hands. That should be a touchdown. And the touchdown pass to Deontay. Now, I think this play is just drawn up right. I mean, you got man coverage on the top, and basically what you're going to have is Allen Robinson go up, cut out towards the sideline, and then cut back in, basically rubbing and blocking both cornerbacks. Deontay Johnson's going to go up in towards, like he's going to do a slant, and then he's going to cut back out. And with Allen Robinson there in the way, it just leaves him wide open. It's a perfect pick play. And it's a touchdown. So look at the protection. Overall, I think there's some questions, there's some concerns when it comes to Kenny Pickett. Was it the rib injury? I think some of that may have had to do with it. There's 10 days off between now and between this game and the Green Bay Packers. Maybe perhaps, the injury being that further along later and maybe a little bit more healthier, he can have a better accurate day. But the decision making needs to take a step up, and he's still having some problems in the pocket. But I did notice as the pocket's been cleaner, and as the pocket stays clean, it makes better decisions. But he's going to eventually go up against some pretty good defenses, especially if this team is going to go where we want it to go. And he's going to have some pressure in his lap, and he's going to have to make those throws and decisions a little bit quicker. Right now, this offensive line played very well and gave Kenny a really good pocket there to throw. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Is Kenny Pickett the guy? Is it maybe not Matt Canada after all? Let you guys know. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what to do. Peace.
There it is.